Hey, welcome to the Sixth Men, and before we get started with today's show, as a quick disclaimer, this episode was recorded before J.R. Smith, the patron saint of the Sixth Men, signed a 4-year, $57 million deal with the Cavaliers. Obviously, both me and Nehemiah are going to be pretty happy for our buddy J.R. Smith, but at certain times during the episode, we will make reference to him not being signed. So since then, that's happened, and also another thing that happened was the Chicago Bulls traded for Michael Carter-Williams for Tony Snell. So Michael Carter-Williams is going to the Bulls, Tony Snell to the Bucks. That doesn't really change our preview a whole lot. It's just something that you might not hear in the preview. Without further ado, here's the Sixth Men's 2016-2017 NBA preview. And if you like it, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. We got a Facebook page. It's under the Bi-Week Sports and Pop Culture Podcast, as well as a Twitter page, which is at the Bi-Week BFLO. So follow us there. We also have a blog. I will put a link in the description for our latest blog post. And hey, if you like it, feel free to share. All right. Thank you, and here we go.
Straight up.
All right, welcome to another episode of The Sixth Men, or AKA Ebony and Ivory.
Ebony and Ivory, yes. Definitely.
I'm Ebony.
I thought I was Ebony.
Yeah, you are.
I am? Okay. So this is Ivory. Well, that's
Yeah.
Ivory. I'm Ebony.
Now the listeners are just confused.
Yeah, you know.
We don't want to make people confused right off the bat. We want to wait a little while until we get into the basketball talk to get them confused.
Yeah.
Or why we are obsessed with J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith, yeah.
That's confusing.
That's, yeah. But he loves the Henny, so.
I sort of would like to start with the Cleveland Cavaliers talk right away, but let's wait. Let's go down.
Let's wait.
Let's go to the Atlantic Division. So today we're doing an NBA preview. We actually have like a 100% topic right here, and we're going to try not to stray from it too much, I don't
We're
think.
going to try to stick to it this time.
Yeah, we're going to try to make a nice, concise episode,
Just control the ADHD. Like, you got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to control it. All right.
Absolutely. We out here, just out here and, to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? We're recording live from Nehemiah's Trap House.
Trap House, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the location, but it goes down there, man. It goes down.
It might be in the suburbs.
But
maybe not.
It might be. But,
All right. So let's get to the main topic of the show, the NBA preview. Man, I love the NBA.
Nah, finally it's back, man. I was tired of watching.
Finally, we don't have to talk about like disaster drafts if like a team gets killed in a
Yeah,
plane
I know,
crash. We
I
can
know.
just go and talk about actual basketball. It's great.
Yeah. So it's actually getting back into it. No more baseball's still around.
Baseball's
finally
it's finishing up.
it's
Hockey
starting.
starting.
Hockey started, yeah.
I like hockey, but it's
Football. I like
football. Yeah, football is great this year. 3-2 Bills. Let's go.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
You're a Cowboys fan. They were doing well.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, Dak to the future. He's
Dak
nice.
Ezekiel
But Tony
Elliott.
Romo is going to be playing in like a week.
Shut up, but he's gonna get hurt like the next.
I hope
week.
so because I like Dak.
Yeah.
I want Dak to play. All right, let's get to the basketball though. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Eastern Conference in the Atlantic Division. So we got the Boston Celtics. They're up first. We're just going alphabetical order here in this division.
Okay, so
Why don't you scroll down there, Nehemiah?
So the Boston Celtics. Let's look at
The
this.
Boston Celtics, they made the playoffs last year, which is always good. And I really do like this roster. I think it's a pretty good roster, and they added their big addition this year was Al Horford.
Yeah, definitely. He's a good big. He's a good big. He's real. You could play him at the power forward in the center, actually, but I think he's going to see a lot of time.
He might see some more time at power forward this year because they have Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, and he's good too. They got kind of the same game, and the offense fits him perfectly, I think.
I think Horford's a lot more skilled.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe not more skilled, but he's more skilled as a big man than Olynyk, and he's probably a little bit more athletic too.
Yeah, and he got a lot of more experience,
Yeah, and he's a real good player.
Yeah, 2-time national champion at Florida.
That was a great team.
Yeah,
that was a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
I do like the Celtics though. They have good players like Isaiah Thomas. I still like Marcus Smart. I think Marcus Smart's going to have a
I
step
think
up.
they got a logjam of a lot of guards.
A lot of
man.
guards,
Too
yeah.
many guards. They got what? So they got Avery Bradley.
Yeah,
Who else? They just RJ Hunter. He was good in college.
he was very good in college. Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, who the guard they just drafted.
Terry Rozier last year.
Terry
They
Rozier.
got Demetrius Jackson this year in the second round. He might not play. They have James Young, who is pretty good at Kentucky. That's been just sitting on the bench there.
for like the last 3 years, right? So
I wonder if he'll ever do anything.
he's trade bait. You know how? What's the GM name again?
Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge.
He loves to trade young
He
players.
loves to trade young players. It's like
Loves to do
if
it.
you get drafted by the Celtics, you might as well just stay in the gym and
What do
expect to
you think of Jaylen Brown? Do you think he's going to have a big impact his rookie year or no?
It depends if he gets on the floor. I like his game. He's real athletic. he gets to the bucket good, but his jump shot he got to develop.
I think he's pretty raw too. Like he's very athletic.
Oh, he's a shooting guard.
No, he's going to be a small forward, and he might play some power forward too in a small ball.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's young. He's got a great NBA body, and he's real athletic. So I think he'll be fine. Maybe not right away, though. Yeah. And Jay Crowder's in front of him, too. So Jay Crowder's pretty good. He's really a solid defender.
Yeah, Brad Stevens going to have a lot on his plate, man. But
dude, I like Ben Bentel, too.
Ben Bentel?
He probably won't see much time, but he's like a kind of a combo forward.
Really? You double
which is fine in a way, but in a way it's like, it's kind of frustrating because he's not really power forward, not really small. So, but I think he's a nice player.
So double B's? Is he blood?
Oh yeah, Ben Bentel. He's probably the most blood of any NBA player.
Any NBA player.
Other than maybe JR.
And maybe JR, yeah.
JR's got to be represented.
Who else?
He's bulling.
He's bulling. I wouldn't think of somebody else, but
you think they're gonna be a top 4 team, top 5 team, right? You think
in the East? I'll give them top 5. Yeah,
that's what they were last year. I think.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna take a step. I think they added Al Horford. I hope they're.
You can't get worse by adding Al Horford. I don't think.
You can, but
you never know though. If an injury happens, that could be that of them. But I think it's a real deep team, and they're well coached.
Yeah,
they play defense too.
Especially.
Oh man, the next team, our beloved Brooklyn Nets.
Don't watch us play this year.
Oh my god, look at this roster.
That's funny.
Look at this roster.
So.
Oh,
who is this?
Luis Scola might be the best player in this team.
Luis Scola? Oh, he's on that team now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now Brook Lopez probably is. I hate Brook Lopez.
Yeah, but he's good though.
He's good, but
he needs to get
on your team.
Yeah.
Yo, you see Jeremy Lin's hair in 2K? Does he have hair like that in real life?
Well, like the slick back?
No, it's like way up here now.
Oh, the spikes?
Yo, like Jeremy Lin, he's gone through some weird hair transitions. Like he just had the normal haircut for most of his career.
And he had braids.
Then he had that stupid I call it the barista cut. I hate that. That's my least favorite haircut.
That's swaggy now, though. That's what everybody. No. That's swaggy.
Oh, you're gonna rock the barista cut like you're in
Montreal? If I had hair and stuff like that, yeah.
I hate that haircut.
I would just move to Montreal. That's how that was like the style in Montreal when I was there this weekend. Like all the hipster stuff, like.
Oh, I guess I don't know. I don't like it personally.
Really? He airballed.
Let's stop talking about Jeremy Lin's hair.
Let's finish talking about the team, but yeah, this team sucks.
They're awful. They're so bad.
The Brooklyn Nets are horrible, man.
Anthony Bennett, shout out for getting that money this year. Getting that money.
But
Chase Budinger. When was the last time he was relevant?
Chase Budinger, he was on the Pacers, but
yeah, he didn't do anything on the Pacers.
Yeah. At least they got a Brooklyn native, Isaiah Whitehead.
He probably won't have a big impact though.
But
he'll have the opportunity to play though. I bet.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know who their coach is. Kenny Atkinson? I don't know who that is at all.
Kenny Atkinson.
I
think he played for the Nets back in the day. He was on the team with Jason Kidd, I think. But
he was an assistant somewhere, I know. Yeah. Man, the only like bright spot in this team, and I wouldn't even call it a bright spot. It's kind of a dim spot. I like Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah.
He's sort of like a Tony Allen, but bigger. Or like a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's who he's similar to. Yeah. Same size, same type of game. Yeah. Can't shoot at all, but can defend.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you get paid.
This team, I don't know if they have a first round draft pick, but they're going to be probably the worst team in the league.
They might get top 5 pick next year. Horrible though.
Unless they surprise me, I can't see this team like
the new 76ers. The new 76ers.
Yeah.
Anthony Bennett called it preseason. Don't watch us play this year. So
did he say that?
Yeah, you see.
Oh my god!
On the interview.
Oh my god!
You know how they do like the NBA preview things?
Yeah, that is great.
He was like,
"Don't watch us play this.
Don't watch us play this year." And it was like, "Oh." He's like, what I was supposed to say? I was like, I obviously not say don't watch us play this year, but
yeah, this team's gonna be lucky to win 20 games. I'm sorry,
right, but it is what it is.
The New York Knicks. This is a weird team to me.
Why?
Because they have a lot of talent. Like you look at Carmelo Anthony, and he's one of the best players of the generation. I would say.
Yeah.
As much as criticisms he'll get, but he's a great scorer, a great player. They got Porzingis, who's really nice as a rookie. He kind of tapered off toward the end, but like he was still, he's 7'3", he can shoot. Mm-hmm. He's good on defense and just a really good young player.
Yep.
And then they added Derrick Rose. More importantly, Kyle O'Quinn. Just joking about Kyle O'Quinn. Derrick Rose, Brandon Jennings.
He's from Queens.
Did you play against him in high school?
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
I think you told me this actually.
Look, where is he from?
Kyle O'Quinn. Norfolk State.
Yeah, he went to Norfolk State. That's in Virginia, but I played against. He was like 6'9". But
who's the other guy they added? Oh, Joakim Noah, Courtney Lee, Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, BJ.
That's a really nice 6 right there.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it's a little more iffy.
Yeah.
Justin Holiday, he's fine as a two-way player. Mm-hmm. Lou Admonson, how is he still in the league, man?
Lou Admonson, yeah, he sucks. I like Ron Baker. He's from Wichita State. He could shoot it, but I don't think he's gonna see the floor.
Yeah, he won't. They still have Cleanthony Early?
Nah, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
after he got robbed and shot, like I didn't.
Did he?
Yeah, they robbed him at a nightclub in Queens.
Damn.
Not in Queens, but in New York City. I gotta stop bringing up Queens so much. I just miss home, man. Southside Jamaica, Queens, what's up, man?
Yeah, Southside Jamaica, Queens, what's up? Hamburg, New York, what's up?
What up?
Jeff Hornacek's the coach. I think that's interesting hire.
But they run the triangle. Like I was watching them play a preseason game against the Wizards the other day. They're too much into the. I know NBA teams run their offense very often, but the New York Nets, like they just. I don't know if it's preseason, but they're like too stuck into their like the motion. I've seen Brandon Jennings.
It's a weird team for the triangle because you have Brandon Jennings and Derrick Rose, and traditionally a triangle doesn't really emphasize a point guard.
Yeah.
Like you look at the Bulls teams, their point guards were like, they had Steve Kerr who was good, but like he's not a great player.
Yeah, but he just ran the offense.
And he doesn't really create for other people that much.
Yeah.
And they have like, Ron Harper, who was a 2 guard for the most part most of his career.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like 6'6".
Yeah, Ron
and then the other most notable team would probably be the Lakers, Derek Fisher, fine. Mm-hmm. Players like that.
Yeah, they didn't really have a superstar running the point.
Yeah, so this is a weird team to run the triangle. Mm. But at the end of the day, I think Phil Jackson actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing.
Despite what people think. Like, I think this will be a better team this year. They'll probably make the playoffs as like a 6th or 7th seed.
Yeah, I would say. I can see that. I hope they're top 5, but you never
I
know.
want the Knicks to do well. I like watching the Knicks. Mm-hmm. Then they got the Philadelphia 76ers, and this was looking better a couple weeks ago, but unfortunately Ben Simmons is most likely going to miss his entire rookie season.
What, he broke his foot?
Yeah, he broke his foot.
Yeah, fractured.
Yeah, that's going to be rough for them.
Why do they all of their number 1 picks?
They have bad luck. Like Nerlens,
Embiid.
they took Nerlens Noel when he was hurt.
Yeah.
But like Embiid, that sucks for him. He's going to play this year though.
Yeah.
Even still, this is a very weird team.
They got Okafor too. Like they got too many bigs. Like,
too many bigs. Yeah.
Celtics got too many guards. The Philadelphia 76ers have too many big men.
I would think
that's a good
one
problem
of them's going to get traded.
No, I think it's Nerlens. I wouldn't.
I like Nerlens Noel a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But probably maybe Okafor because he might be a head case.
How? Well, he got into one fight.
He's
from Chicago.
He got into a couple fights. I think.
He's from Chicago.
I don't even think he wants to be there.
He's from Chicago. Yeah, that's what they do, man.
So I guess we should be happy that he hasn't murdered anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay.
It's been like,
but probably Nerlens, because he probably has the lowest ceiling.
Yeah,
he's a nice player though.
He's just a defensive presence.
Yeah,
block a lot of shots. You throw him an alley, but
I'm excited to see Embiid because I actually really liked Embiid when he's at Kansas. Mm-hmm. He was better than Andrew Wiggins at Kansas, which is saying a lot because Andrew Wiggins wasn't great at Kansas, I guess, but he's good enough to be the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. It's just going to be tough to get Joel Embiid, Noel, and Okafor minutes. And then, even looking at the rest of their team, they added Dario Saric from Croatia this year.
He played for the Magic? Didn't he play?
No, that's Hezonja.
Oh, that's Hezonja.
That's our boy Hezonja, the Croatian.
They look just alike,
yeah.
They look just alike.
But Saric was a really good player in Spain, I believe.
Really? So he just got drafted this year?
Yeah, he's a very good shooter.
Okay.
He's pretty skilled. But next year when Ben Simmons is back, they kind of play the same position, and you can't have too many of those guys out there at the same time. You can't really play Noel with Joel Embiid. I don't think you don't have any shooting or floor spacing. Yeah, maybe Okafor can't really shoot either though, but he's a post guy.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be tough to play them together too.
Moves. No, I don't think so. Yeah, because they both need the ball.
Okafor is a very skilled post player.
But it's bad to have a lot of young players in general because they all want to play,
Yeah. Later. And you can't play them all. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. And then looking at the rest of the team, the guy who's going to get the most minutes at point guard is going to be Jared Bayless.
Yeah.
That just is not inspiring at this point.
He was a McDonald's All-American, bro. What do you mean? Oh, Nick Stauskas.
He's not going to play point.
He's not, but he's good.
He's fine. Sauce Castillo,
yeah, man. There you go.
I think the 76ers are going to win 25 to 30 games this year.
They're going to be better than last year.
Yeah, they're going to be better. They'll still be top 6, 7 probably in the terms of the draft, but that's fine. Yeah, I think it's finally starting to look up for them.
Yeah, a little bit.
If they would just have added a point guard either in the last draft or this one,
they would have been a lot better. On their way, yeah. On their way. But
right,
let's forget about them.
Let's
take it to the 6 side, man.
6.
66666.
The Raptors. I think the Raptors are going to win 15 games this year because Drake broke up with Rihanna.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. So Toronto's going to be taking L's all
year.
year.
And it's about to be winter time. It's looking cold in the 6, man. Damn. It's looking cold in the 6. But I don't even think Rihanna and Drake even were dating to begin with.
No, they said they were.
I seen.
How can you, if you're Drake, losing Rihanna is like, that's worse than getting into a beef with Meek Mill. That is way worse. Come on now. Drake.
And you're Meek Mill.
You gotta lock Rihanna down. You gotta wife her up. You gotta marry her.
Yo, she's a small girl though. I wouldn't expect them.
She's also probably crazy, so that's probably why they broke up.
Yeah. She got the money, man.
Yes. I would date Rihanna in a second.
She ran that relationship.
Rihanna, if you're listening, hit me up.
Holla at your boy.
At Kanye Discourse, slide in those DMs. that would just make my life.
Yeah,
that'd be great. So anyway, back to the Raptors. This is a nice team. It's a very nice team. Kyle Lowry and DeRozan are nice. Both those guys are good.
I'm not a fan of Kyle Lowry.
Really?
Nah.
He's a bulldog.
Yeah, that's about it. He doesn't really have...
He plays very hard.
Yeah,
good defender. He can shoot a little bit.
He doesn't have a lot. He doesn't impress me. I think Damian, he's not an all-star type of point. If his team
I think he is.
If his team didn't do that well, I don't think he would have made the all-star game.
Maybe not. I mean... The thing about Lowry, he's bounced around a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he never really played this well until he came to Toronto. Mm-hmm. Like, he played well with other teams, but he couldn't stay in it long enough.
Yeah.
This is a nice team, though. I think DeRozan really has taken a step in the last couple of years. He really became he was kind of a polarizing player when he started off. Like, he couldn't shoot or anything. He's got a nice mid-range game now, though.
Yeah, he does.
And he can put up 25 a game.
He's the new age Vince Carter, man. New age Vince. New age VC.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
No. I think Vince Carter was way more talented.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I try to help you out, bro.
The rest of the team is pretty nice. They got DeMar Carroll, who's solid.
Yeah, they got...
They added Jared Sullinger, who I think is a pretty good player.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. Yeah.
Valanciunas, pretty solid. Yeah. Norman Powell, that's an underrated guy.
Yeah.
He played very well as a rookie.
Right, they got Corey Joseph.
Corey Joe.
Get a ring, and I bring it back like I'm Corey Joe.
So. And then they drafted the most exciting player in the draft, Jacob Poeltl.
Yeah, that tall dude, man.
He's pretty much Andrew Bogut from 0.5. He's Andrew Bogut, but not as flashy.
I don't think so. Andrew Bogut?
Andrew Bogut's a fine player.
Yeah, but he sucks.
I mean, I don't think
he's just big.
What, you think Jacob Poeltl, or however you say his name, is going to score 25 a game and put up 15 boards?
I think he's going to get eventually he's going to give them more leverage to get rid of Valanciunas one day.
True, because Valanciunas is good, but he's not he's not a franchise center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's I think he'll get some time.
I think Poeltl's sort of like a Steven Adams, Festus Daily type player.
Yeah.
Like, you can bring him along slowly, and eventually he'll turn into a guy who can start.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's fine. I think the Raptors will be pretty close to the top of the division again.
Yeah, definitely.
Or not the division, the conference. They'll probably be top 3 or 4.
Definitely.
So we're gonna go over to the Western Conference now for Southwestern.
Okay.
Southwest Division, starting with the Dallas Mavs.
The Dallas Mavs,
adding most of the Warriors.
Word, right?
And then Steph Curry's brother.
His brother, Steph Curry.
Seth Curry.
Seth
Curry with the shot, boy.
Seth Curry with the shot, yeah. He's been playing well, actually. He's been playing well.
He was pretty good with the Kings last year.
Yeah, he had 20. I know he had a 20-point game, 20-plus point game. Couple games, but...
I think the Mavericks are in, no man's land right now.
Really?
Yeah. Because they've been... Mark Hewitt wants to have, a team that's, going to be...
Always competitive area.
Yeah, but he's failed on that. He's failed on that mostly. Yeah. I like Wes Matthews. Matthews is a good player. But he's still...
Yeah, he fell off since he left Portland, man.
Well, he's still recovering from that Achilles tear.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I think Harrison Barnes, for all the crap that he gets, is,
Yo, he sucks, bro.
He's okay. He's okay.
He sucks, man. He went 1 for 10 in the game. I seen the stats the other day. He went 1 for 10, and Seth Curry had more points than the dude that got a $100 million contract, or close to $100 million contract.
I mean,
Harrison
Barnes is the 4th best player on the team. That's what he should
now. He should, yeah, he should.
Yeah, and that's what he's going to be with this, because Dirk is still the best.
Well, he's still.
Wes Matthews is probably number 2. Man, Darren Williams, I hate him. Such a frustrating player. So much talent, just doesn't know how to play basketball.
He just doesn't fit the team, probably.
No.
They had him, they had Deron Williams and Rondo on the same team. Remember?
Is that true?
Yes, they had Rondo and Deron Williams. So
damn.
Like, imagine that headache.
I think this team is going to be between 40 and 45 wins. They're very well coached. Rick Kyle is a great coach. I just don't think the talent is quite up to par.
Yeah, but they always
added some good players though. Like, I'll take Harrison Barnes.
But they always seem to perform well. They're not like one of those teams that's like, yo, they suck, but they're not great, you know? But they're always in the middle of the pack. But it's beneficial.
Yeah, so I think that's where they're going to end up. Then the Rockets. So you got...
Shout out to Bun B.
Shout out Bun B. R.I.P. Pimp C.
R.I.P. Pimp C.
So, obviously you got to start with James Harden. Mm-hmm. Probably going to have another MVP type season.
He's playing a point guard this year. You think?
He has been sort of. He's sort of been a point guard.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that's probably the best fit for him.
Yeah, 23 assists in 3 games.
Wow.
I've seen on Twitter.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. James Harden's biggest problem is he doesn't play any defense at all.
Now he has to guard Westbrook.
Oh boy.
Steph Curry.
If you don't put the effort into that, like, you're going to get destroyed. Like, I think they're going to probably put him on shooting guards.
Yeah, probably. But that's a cop out though. If you want to play the point guard point guards. That's just.
There's Patrick Beverly's still going to get a lot of minutes.
I didn't even see him play that much in the preseason.
Beverly?
Yeah. Oh, bro.
Yeah, Beverly at this point has kind of fell off a little bit. Yeah. I think he's getting older. I guess not super old by any means.
So Nene, he doesn't have any like last name.
Nene Hilario. That's his last name.
Oh, Hilario. Yeah. Oh, but
he just goes by Nene. He's from Brazil. That's what they do down there. Nene. So if you were from Brazil, they'd probably call you like Cornegay.
For real?
Yeah. Or like Pepe.
But
they call me Poppy.
Poppy.
Down in Brazil, yeah. Yeah.
But
the rest of this team doesn't look that good to me. I like adding Ryan Anderson.
I was just watching his game. Like, he plays like a
small forward in a power forward spot.
But he can't dribble anything. He's just got like
he's a great shooter.
Dribble shoot, yeah.
Very good shooter.
Yeah.
Incredible shooter.
But yeah, they got a lot of good. They got Pablo Prigioni.
I like Clint Capella.
Prigioni. Yeah, he's good. You seen him shoot those underhand free throws?
Was that Pablo Prigioni?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. He's 45 years old.
No, not Prigioni. I mean Clint Capella.
Oh, Clint Capella did?
Yeah.
Oh, he's an awful free throw shooter.
Yeah.
I actually don't think that's much of a downgrade losing.
Oh no, that wasn't Clint Capella. That was
that
Chino
guy.
Anakwa,
yeah,
from Louisville.
I did see that actually. Mm-hmm. I think Clint Capella is actually not much of a downgrade from Dwight.
Dwight Howard.
Because I just feel like Dwight Howard's kind of like, at this point, he's kind of not good.
Yeah. He lost a lot of endorsements, too.
He became so unlikable. Because, like, he wanted to get out of Orlando for so long, and then it just came to a point where he's just a distraction.
Endorsement, too, so now he signed with this, like, Chinese...
Oh, took the Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Well, Dwayne Wade had, like, a weird career in terms of shoes. He started with Converse.
And then
I don't think anyone wears Converse anymore.
I had a pair of those. I like the shoes, but they just suck. Like, they were horrible.
Yeah.
Then he went to Jordan.
Yeah, he went to Jordan. Then he's with...
Now he's with Lightning.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, Klay Thompson with them, too, so...
I think the Rockets will probably have, in the same area, like 40 to 45 wins. Yeah. That's what they were last year.
I think they might be low. I think they might be lower than that. I could see them as like a 7-8 seed.
I'm just worried for James Harden that they don't have like a guy who should really be a number 2 player. Mm-hmm. Ryan Anderson is probably is paid like that guy. I don't know if he is though. He might be the 3rd best player in the team. That's what he should be.
He should be.
And Eric Gordon is...
Eric Gordon is nice.
I don't know. Eric Gordon's frustrating. Is he really 6'4"? I don't think he's 6'4". All right, let's move on. The Memphis Grizzlies. This is actually an interesting team to me because David Fizdale is now the new coach. That's the guy from the Heat with the goatee and the glasses.
Oh, really?
The ball guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty well thought of. Mm-hmm. They're actually bringing Zach Randolph off the benches here.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
And who are they starting over him?
I don't know. I think... So they're going to be starting... Mike Conley.
Obviously.
Tony Allen.
Of course.
Chandler. Oh, it's JaMychal Green. JaMychal Green.
Oh, yeah, he's athletic, yeah. I like that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what that does. I don't know if Zebo is the type of player you actually want coming off the bench, though, because he's such a really just a solid player, and he provides you with, like, rebounding and effort, like, every night, and he grinds.
Yeah.
So, maybe they want to go with a more athletic guy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, is Zebo going to be the main scorer off the bench, you think, then? I don't know if he should be the main scorer off the bench.
They got who else? Brandon Rice sucks. They got Vince Carter this year. But
Brandon Wright's not that bad.
Brandon Wright,
he's okay.
He sucks to me. You went to North Carolina. You had a better DJ Stephens. This dude got bounced, bro.
DJ Stephens? I never heard of him.
He had bounced. Yeah. Chandler Parsons.
This team last year had like so many players on it that they went through like 25 or 30 players.
Really?
Yeah, because they had so many 10-day contracts and stuff because they got injured a ton.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue with them. If they're healthy, I think that's a team that's going to win close to 50 games.
Well, Marcus Gasol should have a good year again.
He'll have a bounce back here, I bet.
He should.
And Mike Conley, I feel like, is going to be relied on more to be the star.
Yeah.
Because he's the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah, you should. Should average 50 and get MVP. For real, but...
They'll be around 50 wins, I bet.
Yeah.
Top 6 seed. In the West, I mean, that's pretty much possible. Like 50 wins and 60.
In the East, that'll be like 1A, 1-1.
Yeah.
You know.
The East was actually better than the West last year somehow.
You serious?
Yeah. I gotta take these headphones off, damn. The New Orleans Pelicans, you look at them and the first thing you think of is Alexis Ajinka. He's the 7'2" Frenchman. He was once the worst player in the NBA 2K.
Really?
And now he's balling out, getting like 8 points a game.
Okay, that's what's up.
Actually, I'm joking. The player you think of is probably the unibrow, Anthony Davis.
They got Lance now, too.
Oh, they got Lance? Oh, my God. Guess who's getting league pass and watching the Pelicans every game?
Lance.
Me.
Yeah. Oh, they still got Drew Holiday? That's crazy. I didn't even know he's still on the team.
Yeah, Drew Holiday.
Tyreek Evans, too? Well, I haven't seen any of those players play in the
Yeah, because they get hurt every year.
Really?
They get hurt. Yeah.
Oh.
This was the most injured team in the NBA last year. Anthony Davis, if he's healthy, he's really, really good. I just have concerns that he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
It's a shame because like he's such a good player to watch and just so talented.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think he's going to be healthy, and this is going to be a team that's going to win 30 to 45 games.
No,
30 to 45 games. That's a big range right there. If everything goes right, they could win 45.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's probably not going to go right, so they'll be between 30 and 40.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
I like adding Buddy Hield and Solomon Hill.
Yeah, he's not even starting, though. That's the funny thing.
Who's starting over him? Is it Tyreek?
I guess. He's coming off the bench.
So Hill's going to be a starter, I would
Solomon?
assume. Yeah, Solomon Hill.
Yeah.
They're going to be starting Drew Holiday.
But I think
Tyreek.
I think they start Lance, though. I would start Lance.
Oh, man. I hope Lance has a bounce back here.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because I loved him as an Indiana Pacer. I loved it. And then he's just been off the map.
He probably just found some.
Oh, the Spurs! I love the Spurs. This team drinks the least amount of Henny in the league.
At least they drink like fine wine, like
wine coolers,
wine, you know,
IPAs.
Yeah,
they have a guy named Livio Jean Charles.
Livio
from France.
I think they all think it was probably like in the 800s, like everybody on the Spurs.
Yeah, I don't even know anything about credit scores, but yeah. The Spurs, they lost Tim Duncan, one of the best of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But they added Pau Gasol.
Yes.
Who that's not an upgrade or a downgrade. I don't think that's
and they still have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, and LaMarcus Aldridge is real good. They still got Tony Parker, who's getting older, but they drafted DeJounte Murray from Washington, who I liked a lot. 18 years old, pretty talented, 6'5".
18?
Yeah, he's 18. Well, maybe not 18. He just turned 19. My bad. Or no, sorry, 20. Mm-hmm. He's young.
He's very young.
They still got Patty Mills, my boy.
Patty Mills.
Then they have Kawhi Leonard, who is like sneakily like probably a top 7 player.
Yeah.
I don't want to say top 5 because he's not quite there, but he's real good.
If he spoke like at least 5 more times in the game, I think he'd be top 5.
Yo, imagine if Kawhi Leonard had personality.
Yeah, for real, right?
He would be like one of the biggest stars, but like the Spurs don't like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's like, Kawhi, shut up and get
the Spurs are going to win between 58 and 65 games.
Yeah.
They'll probably be the top seed, I think. There's so much... Oh, actually, no. The Warriors will be top seed. Mm-hmm. They'll be number 2. Mm-hmm. But there's just so much talent on this team, and Popovich is one of the top coaches of any sport ever. So I can't see them losing... I can't see them not winning at least 55 games.
But they said this last year about the Spurs, like, when they got LaMarcus Aldridge and everybody.
They have David Lee, too. Wow.
David Lee. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Let me see this.
Yeah, David Lee.
Oh, my God. That's dope. I didn't even know that.
And Davis Bertans from Latvia. I don't know who that is.
Oh, my God. They have him, too? No.
Oh, my God. They got Joel Anthony? Shout out to Joel Anthony getting those checks.
Man.
He's from Montreal. He's your boy.
He is?
Yeah, he's from Montreal, I think.
But he sucks, though.
Oh, he does, yeah. He's awful.
He's awful.
He's big.
He got dunked on by D Rose like a few years back.
Wow.
But yeah, they're supposed to be good, but I think they're not gonna get past the Warriors in the West. I don't think so. They might.
My hot take: the Spurs are going to win the championship this year.
You think so? Without Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they're hungry.
Okay.
And they still got Manu Ginobili, who's going to be hungry. It's probably going to be his last year. He's 40 years old almost.
Yeah, you're right.
He's 39. Wow.
He still got hair?
Manu Ginobili hasn't had hair since the 70s.
Okay.
He was born in 77.
He was born with no hair?
Yeah, he was born with no hair, believe it or not.
So that was just a wig piece. All right, that's what's up.
He was born with this huge bald spot.
But shout out to the Spurs though, man.
All right, we got to go back to the East now.
Oh, we got to go back to the East. We're going back.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
never mind.
No. Yeah, we
okay, the Bagago Bulls.
Bagago, oh no, it doesn't sound right.
It does sound weird. When you think about the Chicago Bulls, you got to think about Spencer Dinwiddie.
Of course, he's probably the best player on that team. Kind of.
I actually do like Spencer Dinwiddie.
He sucks. He has a
no. He's Sean Livingston 2.0.
Yeah, he has like a weird game. He's like
that's why I like it.
Really?
Yeah, just a weird player. I like it.
Okay.
He probably won't get that many minutes though.
Yeah, I don't think so. But they had a lot of new additions this year, obviously.
Yeah, it's a completely new team, I feel like.
Kind of. Except besides Jimmy
Rajon Rondo.
The head case.
Yeah, I hate him.
You hate Rondo?
Right. Now I do, yeah, because he's...
Rondo's tough, man.
Rondo is so selfish. He only cares about his stats. I loved him in Boston.
Yeah, because he had something...
Remember him in the playoffs?
He had something to actually play for, yeah.
Do you remember him in the playoffs when he turned his elbow the other way?
Oh, yeah.
And he still played?
Yeah.
That was like a Willis Reed type situation.
Because he actually had something to play for in Boston. All those other teams,
like the Mavs, they were fine, but they weren't like a team that was going to do anything really.
Yeah, but I don't think he actually wanted to be with the Mavs or the Sacramento Kings. I think he just went
to the Kings. He just wanted to get money
to get his stats up.
And just like show that he can still play, and he can still play. He's talented.
Yeah,
I just think he's a head case.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see this year.
I think adding Dwayne Wade is actually a really good move.
Yeah, definitely.
Wade is not the same player he was, but he'll still give you.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll give you clutch scoring. And he'll be a leader for this team, which they need.
Yeah.
And then...
He could show Jimmy Butler a little something, but...
Yeah.
They got the young kid, Bobby Portis, that they drafted
I think Bobby Portis is going to do much better this year. He'll get opportunities to start.
Yeah, since Joe Kim is gone, so...
Yeah. And I don't like Robin Lopez. I don't like him as a player at this point.
He doesn't really fit on this team, I think.
I honestly think Bobby Portis should probably play over Mirotic and have Mirotic coming off the bench.
I would say Taj Gibson. I think they're going to get rid of Taj Gibson and keep Bobby Portis. They kind of got the same game, but Bobby Portis is obviously younger, more explosive, and Taj probably his.
3 years ago, I really liked Taj Gibson because he really defends very, very well, and he's really solid.
And Bobby Portis is
now you want Bobby Portis to play.
Yeah, they got the same game. So,
do you think Doug McDermott's going to play more?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I hope so. I want to see him do something. And then you can't talk about this team and not talk about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler really took another step. I think he's still a little bit of a head case himself. And it's going to be interesting to see how him and Rondo
what good player in the NBA isn't a head case? That's what I want to say.
Okay, fair enough.
So
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard might be a head case, though.
Yeah, he's probably...
Because he doesn't talk.
Like the quiet one's like, yo. Oh, he probably just like...
He probably got so mad at Tony Parker for taking another floater. It's like, Tony. And
he just breathed hard there. Like, oh my God, leave Kawhi alone. It's getting crazy.
Don't even talk to Kawhi. He's just boiling over there in the sideline. Yo, he must be terrifying to play because he looks like a monster.
Yeah,
his hands are
huge,
bigger than my entire body.
Yeah, for real.
And his arms are longer than 6'1".
Yeah, for real, right?
Oh my God.
But still, they should be a funny team. They should be a fun team to get. The Chicago Bulls, actually.
The Chicago Bulls.
They should be a fun team. Oh, they also got Denzel Valentine.
I like Denzel Valentine.
He's good. The MVP of the Las Vegas Summer League.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He hit the game. He hit the game time shot to send the overtime in the championship game, and then he hit the game winner to win the championship.
I don't watch Summer League.
You don't?
I should.
Yo, bro, was on ESPN.
Well, Denzel Valentine though, he's a really good shooter, and he can play point guard, shooting guard, or small forward. Yeah, so I like getting him. I'm hoping he'll get minutes. Yeah. I think their coach Fred Hoiberg will like Denzel Valentine though. So he kind of fits that team. So yeah, I think that'll be a team that wins between 40 and 45. They'll be lower end of the Eastern Conference in terms of the playoff picture. They'll probably make the playoffs though. That brings us to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And honestly here, the biggest issue I have with the Cleveland Cavaliers is that J.R. Smith is unsigned. I'm not even joking.
I think he got signed. I think he got signed, bro.
Yo, look this up right now. Okay, Google. Did J.R. Smith get signed?
Look it up.
I gotta look that up. Is J.R. Smith under contract for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Because I could have sworn that I seen a video of them going to his house that he got his contract.
No, he's not signed right now.
Oh my god!
What?
What?
No, this is fake. J.R. Smith leaving Cleveland to sign with Boston Celtics. No way, that's fake.
What is he gonna do with Boston?
No, he has not been signed.
Oh my god!
So I honestly think that JR is like a huge part of that team because
he always supplies the outrageous antics.
Yeah,
he loves Henny, man. He
loves the Henny,
and
he loves hitting them folks,
and we hitting the folks, man.
Hitting those folks, you know. And honestly, when LeBron is on the court and Kyrie's not on the court, like I want J.R. Smith out there just getting buckets.
Give him scoring.
He'll get buckets.
He's real inconsistent, but I'd rather J.R.
When he's on, he's on.
Yeah, shoot me into a game, but he can shoot you out of the game also. So,
but when you have LeBron and Kyrie, that like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you just do your thing and just make sure you hit your shot. So,
man, DeAndre Liggins is still in the league.
Yeah,
I feel like that guy was like my 15th man in 2K like 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, he found a home.
Richard Jeff, they got Richard Jeff. Nice.
Yeah.
I actually like Kay Felder.
Kay Felder is
he's 5'9". He reminds me of Nate Robinson.
Yeah, he's gonna be better than Nate though because he got a lot of moves. I think he led the nation. He was fourth in the nation in scoring, and I think he probably was 1 or 2 in assists in the whole entire country. Yeah,
he won't play, but he's a guy to watch him in like 3 or 4 years.
I think he'll play, man.
I mean, he might because think about it. Look at the other point guards. They got Tony Douglas.
Yeah.
How is he in the league? So
yeah,
he's awful. He is real bad.
He's not playing over Tony Douglas.
Yeah, honestly, actually...
I mean, Tony Douglas is not playing over him, obviously.
For too long.
Yeah.
At some point, he'll probably play.
Mm-hmm. But obviously...
I mean, I think the Cavaliers are going to win the East. Yeah. They'll win close to 60 games. Yeah. The East, I feel like it doesn't happen where you see a 60-win team too much.
Yeah.
But if any one team could do it, it's going to be them.
Yeah.
LeBron was unreal in the finals. Kyrie's really good.
And he's in great shape.
And Kevin Love is Kevin Love.
Yeah. You seen the new Sprite commercial with LeBron and Lil Yachty?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
I
don't watch TV other than sports.
I just seen it. I seen it on Twitter, obviously. He was
I'm always scrolling up and down the TL.
He was like, what did he say? He said, if I was telling you to watch a Sprite commercial, which I'm not, you want to be something about Lil Yachty telling you to drink Sprite. He was like, it's cold like a Sprite soda. Cold like a Sprite soda.
Oh my God, that sounds funny.
That was dope.
Maybe at the end of the episode we should watch it live.
Yeah, we should. Matter of fact, let me try to pull it up. But yeah, the Cleveland Cavs, I think they're making it back to the finals this year. So
I don't know if they'll win, but they'll be back. Definitely. The Detroit Pistons. I like this team actually a lot. I'm gonna scroll down. Andre Drummond really took another big step, and he's become one of the best centers in the league. Yeah. If he could learn how to shoot free throws, he would be.
He should try shooting them under him. He should try shooting them under him.
Maybe he should. I actually do like some of their under the radar players, like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, he's good.
He took another step too. He's a really good defender now.
Good, great two-way player.
And Stanley Johnson's actually a pretty good two-way player. If he's not necessarily an offensive player yet. Mm-hmm. If he can figure out his shot, I think he'll be a nice player. And he's just real young.
Yeah. But that's always a transition from the NBA.
And Reggie Jackson's good. So
Reggie Jackson, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But I think I seen something. He got into some trouble or something like that. He's not going to be.
Or hurt or something. I think there was something about that. Yeah. The rest of the team doesn't really look that impressive. I like Tobias Harris.
Yeah, he's good. Reggie Jackson, Stanley Johnson, Nikola.
Marcus Morris is fine. Ish Smith has actually he played pretty well last year.
Ish Smith.
He's been on every team in the league.
He's like 5'6" though.
He's 6 foot.
He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
But you know in the NBA they give you like a little generous.
Yeah, that's
2
true.
Inches,
so in the NBA it'd be like 6'4".
Yeah. You? I'm probably like 6'6".
But yeah. So that team will be probably 40
games, yeah.
Yeah, 40 to 45.
I see them making the playoffs. They'll be
I think
like
they will
6-7 AC.
Yeah. The Pacers, I actually like what they did in the offseason, adding Jeff Teague and Thad Young.
Really?
And Al Jefferson. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those are three pretty good additions. Mm-hmm. And I think Miles Turner really showed a lot of ability last year near the end of the season, so he'll be interesting. I think this team is going to be a more surprising team. I think they're going to be between 45 and 50 wins. I think they'll get right back to that.
Yeah, definitely. I think they can be back this year with the addition of
especially Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague, yeah. They actually have a decent point guard now to go along with Paul George.
George Hill was fine, but
he wasn't really he wasn't really aggressive.
He doesn't scare you.
Yeah.
You can shut down George Hill easy. Jeff Teague is going to consistently put up 15 if.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's good. And I think Monte Ellis is still pretty good.
Yeah, Monte got
And
more.
Paul George is still really, really good under the radar. Like, I don't know how he's like underrated.
He's
still.
not under the radar. His team just doesn't win. That's what it is.
I guess. They were really good, though, for a while. Back with Roy Hibbert, RIP.
Yeah.
What is he up to?
He plays for the Hornets now.
Oh, damn. What a shame. What a shame that he's still in the league. And the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Last year at this time, I would have thought they would have been, 6th, 7th, 8th seed. This year, I still like this roster. It's going to be tough for them to sneak in, I think, though.
Yeah.
But
they got the new addition of
Mike Beasley.
Mike Beasley. Oh, I swear, Mike Beasley was my favorite player when I was in high school. In college, he
was so good.
Him and Kevin Durant.
It's a shame that he's literally Mike Beasley. He's like if J.R. Smith just went completely off the rails.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he's from DC and he loved the Chronicle.
He played pretty well. He played pretty well last year.
He played for
the Hornets, or not the Hornets, the Rockets.
The Rockets,
and he played in China too. He tore it up in China. Yeah. I like this team. I just don't see them making the playoffs this year.
But they got a new 40-year-old rookie, Thon Maker.
Thon Maker, yeah. 45 years old, 7'8".
He's dope.
And 115 pounds. He's going to be the strangest player to watch this year.
Yeah, for real. He has a wig.
I have no idea if he's going to be good. He could be really good or he could be awful.
Him and Antetokounmpo playing together?
I love the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
They're going to have him playing more of a point guard this year, which is interesting because he's 6'11".
But think about how that makes Michael Carter-Williams feel.
Michael Carter-Williams had a rough year last season.
That's messed up.
Carter-Williams has been kind of he's not been that great since his rookie year.
Really?
No, he can't shoot at all, which is a shame. And I don't know, he's just not that great right now.
He was rookie of the year, though.
He was rookie of the year, but he was playing for the Sixers. Which, I mean, T.J. McConnell last year was like putting up 10 a game for the Sixers. Ish Smith put up 11 a game for the Sixers last year. It doesn't really mean that much.
He averaged a triple-double, right?
Close, but no cigar.
I guess.
I don't know.
Here you go.
Okay, we're going to watch the Sprite commercial real quick.
The whole one.
Paid by Sprite to write lyrics about Sprite. Still would tell you to drink Sprite. And even if all these cool influencer people were holding one,
this episode of The Six Men brought to you by Sprite.
I'd ask them,
drink Sprite.
You want a Sprite?
That's a pretty good commercial. I like it.
Well, shout out to Sprite though.
Shout out to Sprite.
Send up some Sprite so I could dirty it up a little bit.
Yeah, put some milk in that Sprite, you know.
Well, yeah.
And we ain't talking skim milk. We talking whole milk in that Sprite, you know.
Let me go get my lamp, man. It's getting dark in the trap right now.
It's getting real dark in here, you know. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I gotta take off my button down.
Welcome back to the Breakfast Club.
I'm Charlamagne.
It's DJ Envy. And
Charlamagne the God.
Yo, do you want
do you think Charlamagne wears makeup?
I think he got
nice skin.
No. He got that little stuff to like make his skin get lighter. I guess.
He looks like he wears tons of makeup.
I think so, but hey,
it's weird.
Shout out to Charlamagne.
You know, back in the day, if you were a radio host, you could wear makeup and no one would know. But Charlamagne is like so like out there, out here, that you see him on YouTube all the time, and he gets all the big interviews.
Yeah, he gets his eyebrows done too. So
yeah, he probably wears makeup if he gets his eyebrows.
Do you watch this podcast online called Drink Champs? It's Noriega the rapper, like Homeboy. I came to park. You know Nori, right?
I think so.
He has a podcast called Drink Champs. Yo, that is my favorite podcast out right now.
Really? Do you listen to podcasts?
I swear to God, yeah, bro.
Wow.
It's like a YouTube podcast.
Interesting.
And
I might have to check it out.
And he films it in like trap houses like all across America. Yo, can we just let's?
No, come on now.
Damn. All right. At the end of the show, we can do it. All right. So back to the NBA.
Back to the NBA.
Okay.
Let's go over to the West.
We gotta go back to the West. Dang,
yeah, this is taking forever.
I told you. We might have to go.
We might make this a two-parter. Yeah, so northwest of it.
Northwest.
All right. The Denver Nuggets. They got Darrell Arthur, Will Barton, Malik Beasley, Wilson Chandler, Kenneth Faried, Danilo Gallinari.
Wilson Chandler still on that team?
Yeah, he's old.
Damn.
Also, they have my player in 2K.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, me and
Connor Curse, 6'2" point guard.
6'3".
From straight out of Hamburg High School. He didn't even go to college.
Georgetown.
Oh, you went to Georgetown?
Yeah,
okay.
that was one of the two schools you could pick. I don't want to talk about 2K anymore. We did that last episode.
Okay.
If you look at this team, it's just a whole bunch of solid
Oh,
players.
I don't like how throughout this whole episode, Connor's been shutting me up. I don't appreciate this. I'm too gangster
sorry.
for it, but
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the podcast.
I talk too much. I just love to hear myself speak.
All right, back to Connor. So,
Mike Miller's on this team?
Mike Miller.
How old is Mike Miller?
Mike Miller, the one that used to play with LeBron all the time?
Yeah.
For real? Oh,
Damn.
yeah. He doesn't.
Shout out to Mike Miller.
I think he's
money.
just like on the bench, just getting his contract money. That's about
Yeah,
it.
clapping, standing up. I don't know if he can stand up though. He might need a walker.
Yeah.
Because remember in the finals, like how he was
His
like
back hurt.
limping,
Yeah.
and then boom,
Hit like 10.
in
threes.
every three.
Yeah.
That was impressive. He should have retired after that though.
Yeah, I know. He probably got too many bills.
This team is, if you look at the team, like it's
real
built a
sporadic.
really weird way. Everyone's over 6'4" other than Jameer Nelson.
Yeah.
They're all like real young for the most part, other than Mike Miller, who's geriatric.
But I think Kenneth Faried is the only like bright spot on his team.
And
Except
even
for,
at
like,
that point, like I don't even know if he's that bright.
Not anymore. Because the team was like...
He's not a star player. He's good. He's just not a star.
He done had a couple of seasons a couple years ago, but...
Yeah. He never
ever
really
since
developed.
then, yeah.
So
But his team hasn't been that
I like
good.
Moutier. I like Moutier. I don't know if he can be a star though either. That'll be interesting. Jamal Murray's fine. I don't know if he'll get to play that much though.
Then they just draft another guy, Malik Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley and Murray. It'll be tough because Gary Harris, they just drafted him a couple years ago too.
Yeah, but see,
And they have Will Barton who played pretty well last year.
I don't
Will
understand
Ferrell.
these GMs. Like, they just draft. They don't...
Well, they're trying to do the Messiah Jury thing where they built up like a bunch of young, good players. Like how after the Melo trade, that's what they did. And it worked really well for them.
Yeah.
But not every GM is Messiah Ujiri. He was like one of the best GMs.
Yeah.
They got Coach Mike Malone this year too.
Really?
Who was the only player to ever get to Boogie Cousins. Or the only coach to ever get to Boogie Cousins.
The only coach to get to Boogie Cousins?
Yeah, like the one that he actually liked. So I think he's a pretty good coach. I think he was probably fired a little bit too early.
But he just...
They'll win probably like 30 games. 30 to 35. It's going to be tough for them out west.
You think so?
Yeah. It's because they're talented, but they just don't have the talent to really make the playoffs or compete every night in the West.
I guess. I don't really like the Nuggets or care for them, but Denver, Colorado, y'all got a nice state, man. It's very cloudy out there. Very cloudy. Very cloudy.
All right, so that brings us to our next team. This is the team I'm actually most excited to talk about.
I think this is Connor's favorite team in the NBA.
It might be right now, actually.
It might be right now?
Because I'm a Bulls fan, but like I'm most excited to watch this team.
You're a Bulls fan? Oh. Yeah.
Stay up off the streets if you can't take the heat.
Okay.
You need to stay up off the streets if you can't take the heat. Cause it get cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
Okay.
Cold like Minnesota.
All right,
Minnesota
so
Timberwolves.
yeah. That was a good.
Go down to that team.
That was a good intro. I like.
I love the Minnesota Timberwolves because they have the word Tim in their name.
Tim's. Okay.
So they wear the most Tims. It's really cold up there.
Really?
So they were wearing Tims 24/7, 365.
Their team is sponsored by Tim's?
Yeah.
Hey, really? Okay.
I don't know.
So when you sign with the team, you get a couple picks.
Remember when Zach LaVine got drafted by the Timberwolves and he just looked like he mouthed the F word
Really?
on live TV.
Oh yeah,
when he got
ready to
drafted.
get drafted by that. Yeah, he
But
did.
like seeing that team now, it's actually like wow, this is a really talented young team.
Exactly.
Because Karl Anthony Towns, I think, is the best young player in the league.
Right.
7-footer, he can shoot anywhere. Like he can literally shoot threes. Great mid-range shooter. He was the best mid-range shooter in the NBA last year.
Mm-hmm.
He shot he shot 58% from mid-range.
Oh, shit.
And he took a lot of mid-range shots too.
Mm-hmm.
He has really good post moves, super athletic, great defender. Like
Oh my god, Connor got the whole scout report down on
yeah,
this dude, bro.
like Karl Anthony Towns is great. You know his first name is actually Karl Anthony. It's not Anthony-Towns. It's Karl-Anthony Towns.
Real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
But they got Anthony Towns on the back of his... They have
No, they have
Towns on
Towns,
the back of
yeah.
his jersey. Okay.
Yeah, his first
Good
name's
name.
Karl Anthony.
Okay.
And Andrew Wiggins. So with Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, like that's a really good.
Two.
Yeah.
But then you add Zach LaVine, and then
Then Ricky Rubio and Chris Dunn.
Chris Dunn, yeah.
Chris Dunn was nice.
Chris Dunn, I think Chris Dunn is going to really replace Ricky Rubio in the next few years. I could see
Rubio will come off the bench this year, I think.
Rubio's going to get traded to the Spurs.
We've been saying this for months.
I've been saying this for months. He's like the prototypical Spurs point guard.
He is going to replace Tony Parker, but Patty Mills doesn't. But Patty Mills should get the first shot because he's the best player in the NBA.
Exactly. But still, this team is on the up and coming. You know, I could see if they make the playoffs this year, it's nothing but good.
They're going to make the playoffs this year.
It's nothing but good vibes for this team in the future.
They're going to win 45 games this year, I think.
I hope this team doesn't turn into like OKC. Like they have all this talent and then they just
don't know what to do.
Yeah, and they just trade them off. Yeah,
hopefully not.
Hopefully not. They keep this team together because every team they had.
This is the most talented they've had on a team, I think, since Garnett.
Yeah, KG and
because think about what they had around Garnett. Like Stephon Marbury was the best player he probably had. That's with him. I mean, Latrell Sprewell and Sam Cassell were pretty good too for him. But at that point, like it was kind of too late for them to do anything. So hopefully that won't happen with Karl Anthony Towns.
But shout out to the GM of the Minnesota Timberwolves. You did a good job, man.
That was Flip Saunders up until he passed away. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. R.I.P. Flip.
And now they have Tom Thibodeau as the president of basketball operations or whatever.
That's dope.
So he does the stuff like that too.
That's dope.
This is a really talented young team. I'm a little bit worried about their bench because beyond Rubio, the best player is probably Shabazz Muhammad, who is okay. He played pretty poorly last year, actually.
They got Tyus Jones too.
Tyus Jones didn't play at all last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
had a good summer.
He's real young, though.
He had a good summer.
I liked him in college.
He had a good summer league. He only played 1 year. I think he should have stayed.
You hate Gorgie Dieng, right?
Gorgie Dieng sucks.
I think he's fine, but...
I think he sucks.
Actually, I wrote about this team recently. I'm going to plug my blog.
No, put him up there, man. Shout it out.
I'll actually put that in the description.
And now, see? You see how selfish Con is? Yeah, when it helps Con,
I'll put it in my
description.
If it helps me, I'm not going to do it.
I think I'm going to hack the descriptions this time. I might fool you some plans, but... But Minnesota, man, keep winning your Tims. I think I have a good season.
I think they're going to be anywhere between a 6th to 8th seed, and I'm really excited to see them.
Yeah, definitely. And if they make the playoffs, that'll be a good series. They're going to be excited too. So.
Oh yeah. Then we got the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, the Russell Westbrooks, the Oklahoma City Westbrooks.
I mean, they got Oladipo too.
They got
Joffrey Laverne. I'm sort of joking about Joffrey Laverne.
Okay.
Shout out Joffrey.
But they got Caleb. They had a lot of bigs this year too, good bigs too. I like Caleb Tarzewski. He's from Arizona. He's not a star.
Yeah, he was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah,
he got in the second round though, right?
Yeah,
around drafted.
Sabonis. Yeah, Sabonis.
He'll be fine. He probably won't get to play too much.
Andre Roberson is probably going to be like their best wing player this year.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, but he's actually making threes last year. Remember they used to leave him wide open?
Oh yeah.
And he actually, I was watching the NBA series last year against the Warriors. He was actually hitting jump shots. So,
well, that's good. I think really the only player that scares you though is going to be Westbrook.
Yeah.
And maybe, who knows if Oladipo will take another step.
But yeah,
hopefully he does.
What's this?
Because I thought Oladipo, the year he got drafted, I thought he was the best player in that draft.
Yeah.
He went number 2 to the Magic. Number 1 was Anthony Bennett. So I think honestly that was probably that would have been a better call.
But there wasn't a need for him
because they had Dion Waiters.
Yeah, they had Dion Waiters. I still like Dion Waiters, but
I think he's talented.
Yeah, he's good. But also they have Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter's nice. Dope. Mitch
not a good defender.
Yeah, he's horrible, but he's not real athletic. But he could give you buckets though. For a dude that went to Kentucky and then played at Kentucky and then he still got drafted top 6. So.
Yeah, I think he's very talented offensively.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. They had Ilyasova too.
And Steven Adams. Steven
Adams is nice. He's a good big man.
Dude. That's my dude.
But
let's get to...
What do you think for the wins on this team? It's going to be tough because Westbrook's great. Westbrook could be the MVP this year.
I can see them not making the playoffs till the
I can also see him winning 50 games somehow.
What? You think
I could see Westbrook carrying them 50 wins.
I don't think so.
I think they'll win 40 games this year.
This team is gonna be like Kobe when Kobe had nobody on his team.
When he had Chris Mihm and Smush Parker.
Yeah.
But no Shaq.
But they have a lot of good bigs, but they just not gonna get a lot of offensive firepower.
Yeah, I mean, Kanter's gonna put up probably 15, 16 a game, but he's such a liability on defense that he won't get to play that much.
Yeah.
He'll play 20-something minutes. Cameron Payne, I sort of liked him coming out of college. It'll be interesting to see how he does.
He hit a good folks, the pregame. He's like the pregame dude, Westbrook.
Really?
They hold it down. That might be the most exciting thing besides Westbrook on the Oklahoma City Thunder team. Cameron Payne pregame rituals with.
Oh, his pregame rituals.
Yeah, like he in the
not the actual basketball of Cameron Payne.
Yeah, not the actual basketball, just the pregame stuff. But let's get to the mother. Nah, I'm playing. I had to style myself. The Trailblazers, man. This is one of my favorite teams in the NBA.
Really good young team.
Yeah.
They'll probably be around the same as they were last year, 4th or 5th seed, most likely. I think C.J. McCollum surprised a lot of people last year. I always thought he was very talented, though. He'll probably put up close to 20 points a game, and Damian Lillard is one of the best offensive point guards in the league. He's right there with Kyrie, I think.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
I think he's the same level of player. Just doesn't
No.
get the shine.
Yeah.
He might even be better than Kyrie.
He might be offensively, scoring wise. He had 30 points in 22 minutes the other night.
He can
Lakers.
light it up.
Yeah, he's my favorite player in the NBA to watch. I just love him.
And honestly, he's not that far behind Steph Curry as an offensive player.
Yeah, definitely.
Curry's probably a little bit better overall, and probably a little bit better as a playmaker, but Damian Lillard can shoot almost as well as Curry.
Yeah.
Just doesn't get the shine for it. Mm-hmm. The rest of the team is pretty nice, honestly.
You got Mo Harkless from Queens. Shout out.
How could you be Mo Harkless?
How could you be Mo Harkless? You got Mason Plumlee. He's a good big man.
You got Festus,
Noah
Farouk
Fine.
Aminu.
Yeah, this is a good team.
Like
Solid.
with Harkless and Aminu, that gives you a lot of versatility. Actually,
Yeah.
they added Evan Turner, who's a
good two-way player.
he's frustrating, but like he can play, he can handle the ball, and he can guard wings.
Yeah, so he's going
That's
to take
good.
a lot of pressure off.
Greg Steamsma still in the league. Wow, that's incredible. Myers Leonard, he can shoot 7 foot. All right, so I think they'll probably get 45 to 48 wins, be close to 50. Mm-hmm. They're a good team.
Definitely.
The Utah Jazz.
Let's
Pause it.
Yeah.
All right, hold up. Wait a minute. Stop. All right, so up next, the Utah Jazz.
Utah.
I like this team.
They're looking kind of good this year.
They actually have the last couple of years. They've been right near the playoff picture.
Really?
Yeah.
They're making an 8 seed?
Yeah, they could make an 8th seed. It'll be tough, though. The West is so hard. Gordon Hayward's really good.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Derek Favors pretty good. Gobert's good. And then I like Rodney Hood a lot, too. And then they added George Hill, who's whatever.
Rodney Hood.
I think Hill's probably an upgrade over Trey Burke at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Dante Exum is coming back off an injury. Mm-hmm. So that'll be interesting. I think Exum was a pretty interesting player a couple years ago. So
They called him Young Kobe.
Yeah, that's saying a little bit too much, I think. I don't think he's as talented athletically.
Really?
Or I think he's more of a creator than a scorer like Kobe.
Okay.
I don't know if he has that killer instinct like Kobe does. Mm-hmm. He probably doesn't. But I think he's an intriguing young player. They added Boris Diaw, too.
Yeah, definitely.
As a role player, I like him a lot. Mm-hmm. Alec Burks is fine. They're a well-coached team. They'll be probably around 40 wins.
Around 40?
Yeah, 40.
I don't think so.
You think lower?
I think they're going to be one of those teams that's kind of weird that can't get out of the division, can't get to the top of the division.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be like low pack of their division, but low in the conference. Cause they're really all over the place. They got Joe Johnson.
Oh, I forgot about Joe Johnson.
He's good, but they got a lot of like wishy-washy players. Boris
They don't
Diaw.
necessarily have a star. I think Gordon Hayward's close to that, but I don't know if he is.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Gordon Hayward would be like a good third
Second
piece.
or third player, yeah.
Third piece to a good team, but hey.
They're interesting to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us back to the East. Our last division in the East, I believe.
And that is
Southeast Division.
Let's get it.
So start with the Atlanta Hawks. That's a team that took a step back last year.
Yeah, they're trapping. They're too busy trapping.
And I think they took another step back by adding Dwight Howard.
You think so?
Dwight Howard is just so average. I don't know. He's not the same player he was 5 years ago. He really isn't.
Of course not. Yeah, he let his attitude and his ego get in the way too much before
He's
basketball.
very selfish.
Yeah.
Very selfish player. Mm-hmm. And the Atlanta Hawks don't play a selfish game. Mike Budenholzer was a
Spurs assistant.
Yeah.
So, but this year I seen a lot of Dwight Howard facing up a lot, shooting jump shots. So
that worries me. He's not a good shooter.
he was playing well actually when I see him in the preseason.
Hopefully he can do it.
He looked like Hakeem.
Because I really do like the rest of the team.
Yo, but he was like pump faking, one dribble, dunking. Like Dwight Howard, I think Dwight Howard's gonna have a good year this year, man.
He probably has something to prove. He wants to show that he can be a winner again.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to see what Dennis Schroeder can do.
Yeah,
now that he's the starting point guard. I liked him coming off the bench the last couple of years.
Right, he was finishing games in the playoffs last year over Jeff Teague, so that's
probably Jeff Teague was a really good point guard for them. So
yeah,
I think Schroeder's going to be a good player for them. And then
he reminds me of Rondo.
Yeah, I do see that a bit. Mm-hmm. I think he's a better shooter than Rondo, much better shooter.
Yeah, definitely.
Has the same type of confidence though, and the same type of play style. Mm-hmm. And they still have Paul Millsap, who's very good. Kyle Korver can still shoot really, really well.
Definitely.
And I think Kent Bazemore, he got a lot of money, but I think he's a talented player.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll play both ends of the court.
He's the highest paid undrafted free agent in NBA history.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So,
I remember Kent Bazemore just being an idiot on the bench of the Warriors, just like cheering like crazy, and now all of a sudden he's like a starter. What?
You gotta move up a little bit.
I gotta move up?
Yeah. I don't think we got much traction. I don't think I can hear you that well.
Okay. We're fine.
Okay.
That's just the volume.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to take that out. Oh well. 58 minutes.
Okay.
Remind me 58 minutes.
58.
Where are we going with that? What do you think of Tim Hardaway? He's like a
Hardaway.
lost player.
Ever since he left the Knicks, well, I think once Derek Fisher got the job with the Knicks, he killed his confidence, and then they obviously shipped him off after that. But
because he was pretty good as a rookie.
Yeah, as a rookie, he was good.
He was real nice. I thought he could be a starter or at least a sixth man.
Yeah, but
I don't know if he can now.
He's got to get his juice back. He reminds me a little J.R. Smith. So
yeah, I can see that for sure.
Tim Hardaway is good. He's a good player. I liked him in Michigan. I liked him his first year in the Knicks, but after then, he just got to get his swagger back. But
and then the rest of this team, beyond the guys we already talked about, is kind of average.
Yeah. Mike Scott, he's good, but he's trapping too much.
Mike Scott was trapping a ton.
He was trapping too much.
Thabo Cephalosha getting into fights last year.
Yeah, right. Missed like the whole season. Suing the New
Tiago Splitter's probably up to something. He's got to be, right?
He's got to be, man. He's from French. He probably...
No, he's from Brazil.
He's from Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
I was about to say he's he's obviously trapping something. He's from Brazil.
Yeah, he's got to be, right?
He's got to.
They'll probably be about 45 to 50 wins.
45. Yeah, that sounds about right.
They're well coached, so I can't see them not.
Shout out to Dwight, man. Have a good year this year, man.
Hopefully.
The
Charlotte Hornets, they were pretty good last year. I think they're a team that's going to take a step back.
Yeah, definitely.
Kemba Walker's nice. Kemba Walker finally showed his potential.
And where's he from?
Connecticut,
New York City. No, he's from New York, bro. He's from New York. Colleges don't mean nothing. It's about where you grow up and develop your game. He was from New York City, man.
Kemba's nice. Very talented player. Beyond that, it's kind of, I don't know. Nick Batum's fine. I don't really like Frank Kaminsky.
They got Roy Hibbert.
Son.
I was trying to see if I can bring him back, man. I tried, bro. I tried.
Roy Hibbert is so bad at basketball right now.
Oh my god. Who is he playing?
What happened to him? Like, he was so good for a while, and then.
But the team made him. It wasn't his game that made him.
Yeah.
It was the team.
He was really good at being big. Mm-hmm. Just being a big guy.
Yeah.
And just not having any skill.
Exactly. He looks like his body is deteriorating. Like it
hurts. He's a huge man.
It hurts.
It makes sense.
How tall is he?
7'2". 270. He's got to be not 270. He's old. He's heavier than that for sure.
Yeah.
The rest of this team, other than Batum and Kemba Walker, is kind of very bad.
That's weird. But
Marvin Williams is okay. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I like him. He can't shoot though.
Really?
Oh, he's got an awful shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the worst shots you've ever seen.
Shit.
They'll be 38 to 44 wins. That's a weird combination, but
they'll kind of make the playoffs.
They'll be close. That brings us to the Miami Heat. You want me to pause?
Nah, you good.
That brings us to the Miami Heat.
Trap it, don't stop, man.
I like the Miami Heat a lot, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Losing Dwayne Wade's big.
But I don't like the organization. They don't treat their players well. But
I love the organization. Pat Riley knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Pat Riley knows what he's doing.
I guess.
I just think that those type of players were just like, they were just ready to move on. Like, Wade was surprising. Yeah. I never thought Dwayne Wade would leave the Heat.
Of course, Chris Bosh. Though.
LeBron wasn't that surprising.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh is still there, but his career is in question with medical issues. If Chris Bosh can play half the season, this team could win 50 games, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
If Chris Bosh is going to be in and out, then...
I see a 30, 40 win season.
Ooh, no.
No, bro.
They're going to make the playoffs. They were the third seed last year. I thought they missed the playoffs. They won 48 games last year.
And they were the third seed?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they'll make the playoffs. But I don't think this team's going to be as good. Like, you don't have as many weapons. Chris Bosh is not playing, so you're not going to throw the ball in Hassan Whiteside. He's just
Whiteside's nice.
He's good, but I don't think he has moves, like, you know?
That's true. He's not as good an offensive player as Bosh.
And Dragic, he's good.
Dragic is going to have a big year.
He's going to have a big year this year.
Because he's going to be relied on to score more. So since he's been with the Heat, he hasn't been relied on that much.
Yeah, they have Deion Waiters too, so I think he'll be starting at the two. He comes from like the Dwayne Wade mode.
He reminds me of Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
You just never figured it out with. I think he was in some bad situations.
Yeah, Cleveland. The Thunder.
The Thunder wasn't a bad situation. It just was a weird fit for him.
But every team he was on, he was like the second fiddle, like the third fiddle, fourth, or whatever.
He was actually pretty good his second year with the Cavs.
Yeah.
They just didn't give him a chance after that. I don't know why. I really like Justice Winslow.
Yeah.
I think Justice Winslow is going to play very well this year. He's an elite defender.
He's going to come up.
I also really like Josh Richardson, even though he's hurt. And the Heat, I know they like Tyler Johnson too, who got a $50 million contract from the Nets,
For real?
and they matched it.
Nice.
So I think Pat Riley knows what's up, and I think he's going to be a solid player for them too.
I hope so.
I like the Heat.
I hope so.
The Orlando Magic. They got our boy, the Croatian J.R. Smith. Is he from Croatia? I don't even know.
Henson Joza?
He is from Croatia. What do you know?
6'8".
6'8", he can shoot. He might get the chance to play too without Oladipo.
Yeah.
This is a weird team looking at this roster. They're paying Evan Fournier a ton of money. They have Jeff Green, Bismack Biyombo.
Yo, I wonder who these people agents are. Yo, agents are getting paid out.
Oh my goodness.
Wazoo this year, man. All these $100 million contracts, and your agents are winning right now, bro.
But look at this logjam though. They got Serge Ibaka, Biyombo, and Vucevic. Those are three centers. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ibaka can play the four.
Yeah, the four, yeah.
But then you're not getting minutes to Eric Gordon then, and Jeff Green is not really a three. He's more of a four. He's one of those in-between guys.
Yeah, that's effed up.
I don't like their guards on this team. Beyond Alfred Payton's good. I like him.
Yeah.
He's not a really offensive player, but defensively he's very good.
But
their other point guard is DJ Augustine, or CJ Watson.
CJ Watson, yeah.
CJ Watson is washed up now.
Yeah.
And Jody Meeks, that's another guard.
Yeah,
so I don't like their guards. I like Fournier fine. He's
I can
fine.
see them getting like a 30-win season. That's about it.
I could see them pushing to 40.
Pushing to 40.
Frank Vogel's the coach. That's a good move for them.
Yeah.
But I think they were almost better off with Oladipo, because I liked Oladipo and Payton together because they were both really good defenders.
Yeah.
And then they signed Biyombo anyway, who's going to do almost exactly what Ibaka does without the offense.
Yeah.
Which I guess is not that close, but
I don't think Ibaka's going to stay there. I think his contract is coming up.
it could be.
So this is going to be a one-stop.
And it's an interesting move because, I mean, they didn't have an elite big defender because Vucevic is pretty bad on defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Next team, the Wizards. That's the team that missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's weird. John Wall's really good. Bradley Beal is kind of...
He's been hurt. He's been hurt a lot.
Is he a disappointment, would you say? Scott Brooks is the coach?
Brooks is the coach now?
I didn't know that. They finally hired Whitman, who people thought was a bad coach for years.
Yeah, I know.
Markieff Morris, he's nice.
Yeah, Markieff Morris. Johnny O'Brien, he's good from LSU, but I don't think he's going to be a big impact on the team. Kelly Oubre, he's supposed to have he should have a breakout year this year. He had a good summer league.
Yeah, he was pretty good coming out of college. Yeah. He just didn't get a whole lot of opportunity.
Yeah, he didn't pan out under the...
I honestly think Otto Porter is actually getting to a point where he's a solid player.
But he's like...
He'll get an opportunity
like
to start.
Tayshaun Prince.
That's fine. Yeah. Tayshaun Prince was an all-star once.
Yeah, he had a good career.
Yeah.
But the team isn't that good. The
team,
reason why Tayshaun Prince was that good because
he's not a great team.
Yeah.
That thing about that team, that team would not do that well.
I know. Right now.
Because Billups was good.
But they weren't. Yeah,
but like Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace would have been good any year. I think.
Yeah, everybody just scared of
Man,
Rasheed.
I miss Rasheed. He was crazy. He was crazy.
Rasheed Bordeaux-La Wallace.
He's a legend. Yeah. I don't care what anyone says.
Rasheed Bordeaux.
Most technical fouls ever, I think.
In the history of the
Can you imagine playing against him? You probably thought you were going to get killed on the court.
Nah, me and Rasheed Wallace probably would have been fighting every day. Honestly.
Imagine a team with like Mike Beasley, J.R. Smith, Rasheed Wallace, and like
who else?
This is actually the Portland Trailblazers, like in 2000. The Portland Jailblazers. You ever heard about this team?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they had Rasheed Wallace, Damon Stoudemire was getting arrested left and right, Bonzi Wells. It was just a team of like crazy guys. Then they had Detlef Schrempf.
Who?
Detlef Schrempf.
Detlef Schrempf. Oh, who is it?
He was a German guy.
Oh,
with
really?
a flat top.
Oh. He had to fit in. He had to get something. He wasn't getting locked up, so it's like,
well, you ever seen a white person with a flat top work well?
No.
I haven't. It always looks weird.
Yeah.
Even though I almost have it. Almost.
Just get a cut. Just get a cut.
You say I have a bad haircut? Oh, you're saying I got a bad haircut?
So, back to the Western Conference.
Ooh, Nehemiah.
So, what's the last?
Should I get the Odell Beckham hair?
The Odell, I should.
Imagine me with the Odell Beckham hair. Pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
Back to the Western Conference, our final division. We're wrapping it up finally.
It's the Pacific Division.
If you don't like basketball, I bet you've hated this last hour.
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors. Oh, man.
So
This team is
sucks.
unfair.
Yeah, this team sucks.
It's
not
unfair
like-
how bad they are.
So if you play with this team in 2K, like
I mean, the only good guy you have is Patrick McCaw, JaVale McGee, Zaza.
Andre Iguodala is the captain.
Yeah, he's a veteran. In all seriousness, though, this team is going to be close to 73 wins. 74 wins, maybe.
You think so?
I don't think they're going to get it, actually. I don't think they're going to be better than they were last year because it's going to take them a while to figure it out.
But I think they could get to at least 50 or 60.
It's going to be really interesting to watch this team.
They won 73 last year?
73.
Yeah, 50
record.
or 60. Oh, man.
They're going to be wanting to win a championship this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Steph Curry is probably going to have a down year, I would say, for him. Just because sharing the ball more.
Yeah. But that's expected, though. And
Yeah,
you kind of
exactly.
understood that coming in this year, but
Yeah.
I think Klay Thompson will have a great year. Kevin Durant will have a great year. Draymond Green, I think he's going to have to play a role this year, obviously. But
I think this is the year, and I hate to say this because I don't want anyone to get hurt, but I think somebody's going to get hurt on this team.
think so?
I think it could be Curry, it could be Durant, it could be Klay. I think someone's getting hurt.
Don't jinx it, man. Knock on wood.
And Nehemiah just left the room, so I'm just here by myself talking to a microphone. So anyway, the Warriors, they're probably going to win anywhere between 8 and 12 games this year. Steph Curry's awful at basketball.
think
He
so?
can't shoot. This team is going to have 65 to 75 wins.
65 or 75. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
little assumption. But
I mean,
I see them getting back to the finals, and
I think the Spurs are going to take a big run for the money.
all right, you think the Spurs? I think the Warriors. I kind of like this team, but
You kind of like this team. You kind of like a team
Let's see
with
how it works out.
Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala. I'm just worried that what they gave up to get Durant, not necessarily what they didn't trade anything for,
Yeah.
but like what they gave up was
Harrison
Barnes and Bogut.
they've been
and
together.
didn't improve
They've
it.
been together for like a good. The core of that team been together since Mark Jackson was there, so so they kind of knew each other's game and they played off for it.
I didn't realize David West was on them. I like David West. JaVale McGee. I sort of want JaVale McGee to play over Zaza. It would just be way more exciting. Just imagine JaVale McGee out there with like KD, Curry, like 4 like all-stars, 4
Alright.
like Olympic team type players.
I read something that said JaVale McGee got better this year.
You see his new haircut?
Nah.
JaVale McGee's got like his head is like really like close cut, and then all of a sudden in the back he has like 4 cornrows, just like right there. Like what else would you expect from JaVale?
Yo, this kid is crazy. But I heard his mom was nice at basketball.
Yeah, she was like on the Philippine national team.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah, so I don't want to talk about the Warriors. Everything's already been said about them. They're probably going to make the finals.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean Livingston.
Shout out.
The Los Angeles Blippers. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate this team.
They're like a team that.
Oh man, they added one of the most unlikable players, Raymond Felton. I hate him.
Oh my god, what is. Anyway.
Paul Pierce. I wish Paul Pierce wasn't just stuck on this team.
Well, you want to go back to the Celtics?
The Celtics are just a team that was good.
Huh.
Well, I mean, the Clippers are good, but
Well, he liked Doc Rivers, so I guess he liked him as a coach, but.
yeah. I really don't like the Clippers. Chris Paul's really good.
They remind me of like an old school team playing in a new school NBA.
Kind of. And it's weird because like Blake Griffin you think would be like a perfect like new age player.
Yeah.
But I just don't think this is a great team.
Yeah, I mean,
Blake Griffin is also really frustrating to watch.
he should have. He said last year he sucked. He said that to some publication he did an interview with. But this year I hope he has a way better season since he had time to recuperate. And, but he was getting hurt a lot last year.
Yeah.
He had like a.
He's gotten hurt a lot in his career in general.
Yeah. He takes a lot of hits. So.
I like seeing Jamal Crawford play still, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I like DeAndre Jordan actually.
But this team is weird. So.
Yeah, they'll be like 45 to 55
Yeah,
wins.
40 to 50 wins. They'll make the playoffs. They'll be top
Yeah,
5,
definitely.
top 6, but.
I just not very excited about them. The Lakers I actually like.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really confusing team because they could win 25 games, they could win 45 games.
Yeah. I hope they make the playoffs this year.
I really do too. I think Luke Walton was a really good hire.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's a great fit for them.
But he let these players be themselves.
He's finally not a retread coach because they've gone from like D'Antoni, Mike Brown, Byron Scott, like not like those guys have proven that they're really not that good at
Yeah,
coaching.
yeah, definitely.
If they have good players, they can do fine. But this team didn't have good players until recently.
Word.
I think D'Angelo Russell is going to have a huge season. I think he's going to take a big step and average close to 20 points a game.
Yeah, I hope so.
I like him a lot.
Preseason, he played well. He had 33 points.
He also went
Against the
like
Denver Nuggets.
0 for 10 from 3 the other night too.
Really?
Yeah, but he did score 33 the other night. So.
The same night?
No,
He went 0
different nights.
Oh, okay, different nights.
But yeah, I mean, he's an interesting player. I like him a lot.
Yeah, Timothy Mozgov, he's been looking like
Timothy.
Timothy, yeah, my bad. he looked like a bright spot for this team this year. He was catching a lot of left hand dunks coming to the basket, so obviously he can get a chance to play.
We've talked about Mozgov a ton. In all our episodes,
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's good. He just didn't get an opportunity to play last year, so
Yeah,
the Cleveland Cavaliers, that kind of strikes me as like a prima donna team. Like the kids, like their agents probably
probably.
like complain and moan to like all the like the higher ups, and it's probably favoritism. I don't think Tristan Thompson is better than Mozgov, honestly.
Oh, I disagree. But
disagree?
I still think Mozgov's a fine player.
Yeah.
And I think Tristan Thompson's a fine player. Just Thompson was a much better fit for what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Just defensively, I think. But I think Mozgov's nice.
But they have a lot of good. They have Jordan Clarkson also.
We got to talk about Brandon Ingram too. Brandon Ingram's coming off the bench to start the year.
Brandon Ingram? Why is he coming off the bench? Who starts at the 3?
Luol Deng.
Anyway.
Luol Deng definitely still wears a Yankees hat and Tim's.
Yeah, definitely.
He's one of those guys just sitting down on a corner somewhere, just be like,
He's from Africa.
"Hey,
bro.
you ever heard of Papoose?" No, he's from New York.
He's
from New York.
No, he's
No,
from,
he's from New York.
He.
In my brain, he's from New York.
Okay.
You're already moving on from the Lakers. I still want to talk about the Lakers.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I like
Go
them.
ahead. Okay.
I wrote an article about the Lakers.
Oh, you did?
Sort of.
Who'd you highlight?
I like Julius Randle too.
Julius Randle's play well, yeah.
Jordan Clarkson.
Just don't get hurt, man. Don't get hurt.
Lou Will.
Oh,
Lou
yeah,
Will.
Like I'm Lou Will.
Lou Will is a legend.
He's a legend in 2 games, like he's Pee Wee Kirkland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's got 2 girlfriends
Exactly.
at the same damn time.
At the same time, and they do everything together. They take pictures at Toronto Blue Jays.
I don't know if he still does, but like he definitely did when.
Why would you still not have 2 girlfriends? I don't get it.
For him, it's a perfect situation.
Yeah, definitely.
For them, it's probably weird.
Your girlfriend got a...
Actually, it's probably not weird because they're cool with it.
Yeah. They went to baseball games together. I seen the picture.
That
I used
is-
to have it as my screensaver.
That is wonderful.
That was like gold. Yeah. They don't hide it.
And they got Nick Swaggy P Young. We did. You wanted to start talking about the Lakers and move on without talking about Swaggy
Without
P.
talking about Swaggy P. My bad.
Swaggy P is like the other patron saint of the show.
Really? Yeah. Swaggy
The first
P,
one
yeah.
is JR. Second one is
JR,
Swaggy
and
P.
then it's Swaggy P, man.
Except Swaggy P is awful at basketball now.
No, he's not, bro. What
He
do
averaged
you
7
mean?
points last year.
Oh, for real. But
Yeah,
he was
and shot
dating
like
Iggy.
35.
He was dating Iggy, so it's like,
Well, that's an L in my book.
yeah, for us, so.
Is that an L in your book?
No, I don't think so. I'll hit Iggy. I'll take it down. But he was winning, but he wasn't focused on basketball, obviously.
Yeah, maybe this year he will be.
Yeah.
Maybe this year Gilbert Arenas will like scare him into playing well.
Really?
Because Gilbert's like his dad.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas is crazy. I wish he was back in the
You
league.
seen his Snapchat? Like the video of his Snapchat?
Of him like chasing him and
his
like
house.
in like
torturing his son.
dude, they have Yijian Lan.
Who? Oh,
Yijian
yeah.
Lan
Yo,
and
he was
Meta World
nice.
Peace.
He's
Look at
supposed
this bench.
Look at this, man. Straight out of China and Queensbridge. Oh, man. Let's get it.
You think how much Henny are Swaggy P and Meta World Peace chugging in the locker room in halftime?
I don't know. Man.
I feel bad for Russell this year.
I know, right?
Like he has so many
He has
bad
it.
influences.
Yeah, I know, right? And they don't even give him
And
high
he was already a bad influence on himself
fives.
last
I know,
year.
right?
Hopefully he can move on from that.
Well, and he's in LA, so
Yeah,
everything.
they got a couple guys from Duke though. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they should be smart.
The Suns.
The Phoenix, this should be like a promising team in the next couple years. Devin Booker, he should be on the rise.
I like Devin Booker a lot.
Yeah.
He's my favorite player on that team for sure. He reminds me a lot of Klay Thompson.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's actually a little bit more athletic.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably not as good a defender, but I mean, for Klay Thompson though, he wasn't good at defense when he came out in the league.
No, definitely.
He
You gotta work on
developed
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it works.
So I mean, I think Devin Booker could do that too. And you know, Eric Bledsoe's a good player. Brandon Knight's pretty good.
Bledsoe is nice, man.
Yeah, Bledsoe's real good.
Bledsoe's
He
nice.
just has an injury problem.
Yeah, Brandon Knight is like the league's punching bag. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
but he's actually pretty good.
he is decent.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He tries, you know.
I played against him in high school.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Is he also from New York?
Nah, he's from Florida.
Did you actually play against him in high school?
Yeah, he went to Pinecrest High School.
All right, I believe
He
you.
came down. They came down for some invitation of. He was nice. He probably was the best player in that gym. Obviously, he was like the number.
Well, he
one player
can.
in
He's
the
a really
country.
good shooter.
Yeah,
And he can play the 1 or the 2, which is good.
this is back when he had braids like down to the middle of his back.
Brand Knight?
Yeah,
I can't imagine that.
Look it up.
That's
he had
crazy.
braids, bro. He cut him, but when he went to college.
I like them adding Barbosa.
Really, yeah.
Barbosa has played very well.
Yeah,
like
he's-
under the radar, really well player. Tyson Chandler's too old. Marquise Chris is young. And Brett Bender's young as well.
Brett Penny, yeah.
I don't like
Decent
Tyson
team.
Chandler on this team.
Alex Len he's a bright spot for them.
He sort of is, but like it's his 4th year in the league now. So he's got it's a prove it year for him.
Yeah.
Like he should be playing over Chandler, I think. It won't happen though. That's why I don't like teams adding a player like Tyson Chandler when they're like they won like 30 something games last year and they gave Chandler minutes over Alex Len.
That's messed up.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
They'll probably be 35 to 40 wins, maybe lower.
But he's a champ though, so they look at it like that. But I don't know.
He's washed it.
Yeah, he's washed up.
And then our last team of the night, the Henny team, the Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento team. Get Boogie Cousins off this team, man.
Please.
God, please,
Like,
bro. Like I don't.
Every
like,
year I'm thinking this is going to be a year they're actually going to be decent, and then they're not.
I just look at his face when he talks to the media and everybody. He just looks like
I feel so bad for
Just
him.
get me out of here, bro. Like this he shouldn't have signed a new contract with them.
So, you know what I don't know what's going on with this team. Their owner is an idiot. Their owner said, we should just have some guy just cherry pick the entire game and just be on the one side of the court and play 4 and 5 on defense. Like their owner thought that was a good idea. That tells me a lot about their owner, and
right.
I think he makes a lot of the decisions.
Yeah.
Because
They
look
fired Rick
at their
Carlisle.
last 4 first-round draft picks. Mm-hmm. Willie Cauley-Stein, Georgios Papagiannis.
Who?
That's a guy who's 7'1" that they drafted from Greece this year.
Oh my god.
He was a lottery pick, and you've never even heard of him. Which is awful.
That's
I didn't think he was going to be a lottery pick.
I guess.
And they also drafted Scale Labissiere. So that's 3 guys who play center. You already have one of the best centers in the league with Boogie.
Draft him a point guard.
Exactly. They need a point guard on this team.
They drafted Richardson from Syracuse.
I like Milwaukee Richardson, but he's probably not going to play very much.
Yeah.
And they still, they added Ty Lawson, who at this point, he's a Henny All-Star for sure.
Yeah, Henny All-Star, right.
That guy, he's gotten 15 DUIs.
It's still going, bro.
But at this point, he's not good at basketball, though. He was real good, 3 years ago.
For real?
Real good. Yeah, he was with the Nuggets. He was putting up 19 points a game. And
Yeah, but it
9
was just
assists.
him. It was just him, though. And Kenneth Farid. So I think that's what we made.
They were still a 51 team, though, with Ty Lawson.
Yeah, but they didn't make the playoffs.
I'm not excited to watch him play this year. And Darren Collison is one of those players that's just so average.
But they got Matt Barnes now, too, so it might go down. It might go down, man.
Well, Matt Barnes is a tough player.
Yeah, he is.
He should probably be on a contender, but
Yeah.
this team will probably be 25 to 30 wins.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because
That's sad,
Boogie's
though.
good.
But I heard that Rudy Gay, he said he's not coming back, so I hope he gets on a good team. I could see Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay on a good team?
He should. I could see him on a good team coming up. He could be like that missing piece. But I don't know what team that would be.
Man, I do hope Boogie gets traded. Maybe not during the season, but at some point. They just need to trade him. He needs to go to a different team.
Yeah, definitely.
I like him on the Wizards with John Wall.
Yeah.
You got to put him with the Kentucky guy. He loves those Kentucky guys.
Yeah, they played together. Yeah, that would make sense.
Did they play together?
Yeah.
Was that the same team?
Yeah, the same, yeah.
Wow.
Him, Bledsoe.
Talented team.
They
They didn't win a
That's what
championship,
started.
though, right?
No, I don't think so. That's what started it off, and then after that, they had a lot of good Kentucky. John Wall was there. No, it was D-Rose was at Memphis. Yeah, but John Wall, Boogie Cousins, Bledsoe came off the bench. It was a good team. Imagine those practices, bro.
Must have been insane.
Crazy, bro.
Kentucky, they've had every year they have that really good player. It seems.
It's like the Ohio.
This year they had Scale Labissiere.
Yeah,
And Jamal Murray.
and Jamal Murray, right? That's bad. Hope they get back, man.
Yeah, they will. So that actually brings us to the end of that. But we should probably talk about awards. MVP, I would say...
I'll give it to, I think, Westbrook.
I think it's going to be Westbrook or LeBron.
Westbrook and LeBron, yeah.
Because LeBron's going to have a more successful team. Mm-hmm. And he's still the best player in the NBA, in my opinion.
I think LeBron gets MVP every other 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the year for LeBron, just because everyone saw it last year, wow, this guy is still unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And it was like a thing with him, like it was another switch. He just, I decided I'm going to be great today.
Yeah, for real.
Like he was putting up almost 50 a game in the finals in a triple-double.
Imagine.
And I think Westbrook, I just don't think he's going to have the success to be an MVP, but he'll put up the numbers for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And consistency. Mm-hmm. Sixth man of the year. I don't even care, actually, who the sixth man of the year is. It doesn't really matter. JR.
Just give it to
JR is going to start.
Just give it to Lowell.
Lowell.
Yeah, just because he got 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, just give him some award.
That's our award. The sixth man.
The sixth
man.
Not the sixth man.
The sixth man award goes to Lowell.
Lowell. And Swaggy P.
And Swaggy P.
And
JR and
J.R. Smith is
honorable mentions would be JR and Swaggy P.
Lowell's doing a little bit better, almost.
But all of them making first team Henny gods. That's what I did.
Yeah.
First team.
Yeah. Rookie of the year. It won't be Ben Simmons, unfortunately.
Not going to be Ben Simmons. I'll probably give it to Joel Embiid. He's not a rookie. But
he's a rookie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so.
Joel Embiid, that's a bold pick. I'm going to go with Chris Dunn.
Chris Dunn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll put up huge numbers, but
yeah,
it might be Brandon Ingram.
Most improved player.
Ooh, most improved.
You can't give it to Karl Anthony Towns.
He was great last year.
I'll give it to Porzingis, probably.
Porzingis?
Yeah.
He's nice. Yeah. I'll give it to D'Angelo Russell.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think Russell's going to pick him. Because he was fine last year, but he only put up 13 points, 3 assists.
Yeah, but he's playing behind Kobe. That was Kobe's tour, so. And he's playing well. He's playing well this year, so.
I think Russell is going to be real good this year. I think he's going to be the most improved. Coach of the year,
Steve Kerr.
Pop every year. I always go Pop.
Okay.
He's the best coach.
Yeah.
Finals predictions. Cavs Spurs for me. I think there's too much hype on the Warriors.
Yo, bro. You don't think they're going to make it?
I think there's just too much hype.
It's too much hype?
Yeah.
But they're a good team. They made the finals last year.
Yeah. I mean, they probably will, but I'm going Spurs.
Well, I'll go with the obvious pick, which will be the Cavs and Warriors, and I see the Warriors winning at 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I would pick the Cavs over the Warriors, honestly. Still. The Warriors probably have more talent, but I just think, I don't know.
No, they match up well now, though. True. They match up well. Because the Cavs really don't have any big players besides Kevin Love's not. He's 6'8", 6'9". Tristan Thompson is probably the closest one to 7 foot. Everybody else, I don't think they have many bigs.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson's like 6'8", 6'9".
Tristan
Thompson, he's like 6'8" or 6'9".
Oh, yeah. So.
And Kevin Love's only 6'10". And neither of those guys are like a traditional like center.
Exactly. So
I think it'll match up. I think they'll match up very well.
Because the Warriors don't have that now either. Without Bogut. Like Zaza, whatever.
Well, they have JaVale McGee. So.
They got JaVale McGee. I mean, never mind. I'm changing my pick to the Warriors versus the Cavs.
Yeah.
Warriors in 4. I forgot they had JaVale.
They have JaVale McGee. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, but it's gonna be tough though because the Babs have JR.
Yeah. If they sign him back.
Oh, they have to.
If not, he's going to the Kings.
Put him on the Kings.
Yeah, put him on the Kings. That'd be a crazy team.
Oh my god. Jeez. Or the Bucks.
Yeah.
Man, Milwaukee. Is that the worst place for Mike Beasley to be or the best?
I don't think
he was in Minnesota.
Jason Kidd as a coach though, I think he still has that player mindset. So I don't really think
Jason Kidd was a wild guy too. He used to beat his wife all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang. He's from Oakland, so you know he get down in the West Side.
Oh yeah.
In the 80s, he had the flat top, light skin with a flat top.
Yeah.
And he had green out. yeah. Shout out to Too Short.
Too Short.
And what's the other dude that died?
E40.
Rest in peace, Mac Dre.
E40.
Do it for the day.
Someone kill E40.
Ooh. Nah, boy, E40.
Yeah. What's that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No. Ooh. Like somebody punch you in the stomach. Ooh.
The trash. You heard that song that E40 featured on Schoolboy Q's?
Nah.
Album? It was like, I'll put you in the garbage, the trash.
Tell me what
I hate E40.
E40's my son. Shout out to E40.
Well, I think E40's biggest problem is that he's always on these terrible features.
But E40, I think E40 don't really care about rap anymore. He's just doing it to get a little cash, but
probably
he has his hand in
He's
the
old.
street. Yeah, he is.
All right, I think that brings us to an end. We've been talking forever.
It's like an hour and a half, man. Dang.
Literally an hour and a half. This is our longest podcast of all time.
I hope they let us put it on SoundCloud.
No, they won't. I have to delete like all our episodes on SoundCloud.
Oh, man.
Hey, SoundCloud. I actually don't like you guys.
Actually, we kind of do, but we don't.
Oh, you're just trying to get that sponsorship from SoundCloud. I'm not
for
even
real.
about that.
You're not even about it. You gotta think business, man. Business major.
All right, this episode was brought to you by Sprite.
That dirty Sprite. I wish I still had a thing up. Cold like a Sprite soda. Cold like a Sprite soda.
Also brought to you by Lil Yachty. And we have to make a special thanks to our sponsor.
Niche Trap House.
Yes.
It may or may not be in the burbs. That's my slogan.
It's in the burbs. All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Six Men. Tune in soon. We'll probably do another podcast.
We will do another podcast.
Yeah, we will.
And look out for that special thing that's finally popping up in the description. Hopefully.
I'll actually put a link in the description this week.
Yeah. All right.
Guaranteed.
Peace.
Because whatever. All right. Goodbye. It's been real. I don't want to speak anymore.
You don't?
No, I can't. Look, I can't even speak anymore.
You can't even get the mouse to the right
No.
place. What are you doing, bro?
I've had like one very small meal today.
Okay.
All right.
You got a 4 for 4?
No, I just got a spicy chicken sandwich and some water.
You only had one sandwich?
Yeah.
You broke?
No, I'm not broke. The money never sleeps.
Okay. That's what's
All right, I'm going to press stop now.
All right.
On that note.
Ebby and Ivory out.